Hello there. Welcome to another podcast, another talk, another meditation. Now, this talk is not important, but the title for this talk came the other day. Who are the aliens and are they here? Well, the answer to that question, yes, they are. And I can answer that question very simply. The aliens are those that have had out of nowhere, since 2012, this has been happening because the energy changed on the planet. The energy changed in the planet to more divine energy. And then since 2012, people started having these random spiritual awakenings. And that's the aliens. Right? That's the aliens are those that are going through unexpected spiritual awakenings, have been since 2012. They are, you call them star seeds, light workers, whatever you want to call them. And where they come from is the astral world. The astral world is, some people call it heaven, but in this place, it's not just where humans live, it's where all different beings live. Consider it like Star Trek, where you got aliens and humans in the same place. You know, what you would call aliens. Because that world is unlimited, you know. And basically what the awakening is about, this awakening that's happened on the planet, because it's a spiritual war that's happening, it's about the new earth. And it's about raising the consciousness and the vibration of the planet into the new earth. And that's really why there's all these changes and everything, because the planet as a whole is ascending and healing. And when there's healing going on, there's sickness, there's illness. You know, when an individual, for example, is going through a spiritual awakening, an unexpected spiritual awakening, sometimes, you know, when you bring stuff up from your unconscious, and you got that within the planet also, you know, because it's one, it's all one, you see. And like rain is tears, right? In a bigger kind of way. You know, in nature, we're all one. It's not separate. We're not separate from nature. It's all one, you see. And the new earth, and the reason why the aliens are here are to take you into the new earth. And the new earth goes by the law of one. This is the same law that they go by in the astral world, the law of one, which is how it sounds. Law of one is basically understanding that all is one, you see. And God ultimately does exist, but that God is a oneness force that ultimately is within every creature, is responsible for every creature. You know, you've got absolute non-existence, but within that is a miracle force, which is God, which is the one infinite creator. And so, you know, so everything is stored within absolute nothing. You know, that, like Deepak Chopra says, that it's one nothing. You know, that's what oneness means, you know. But because of this miracle force within non-existence, that's why we have life. So, you know, and so, you know, you shouldn't stop believing in God because I say nothing, because within the nothing is God. And that force is responsible for life. I think people get a little bit confused, and ultimately the aliens are you. You see? We're just all different forms of the same consciousness. David Icke says, infinite love is the only truth, everything else is an illusion. It alarmed me when people accuse him of being like racist or something, when no, he's not. He talks about how we're all one, you know. He's been interviewed by the people that they say he's racist against. So, but excuse me, but the aliens are chosen. On this planet, you've got two categories. I categorize people in two groups. The one group is those that are the unconscious humans, the narcissists, the snowflakes, the lefties, all them kind of people. Then you got the other group, which is the ones that would have been going through spiritual awakenings, have been through it, and those people are God's chosen people. They are chosen by God, call it aliens if you want. They are chosen by the higher realms, and God chose them. And those are the chosen ones, 144,000. Excuse me. And that's basically how I categorize it. Not three groups or more than that. It's two groups: the useless eaters and the chosen ones. As Dolores Cannon called it, the wave of volunteers. Right? And ultimately, that's what's happened on the planet. The planet, the useless eaters, the point of everything that's going on is an awakening. That's why we're seeing wars and all this crazy stuff. It's a manifestation from the energy changes. Because as you heal, dirt gets brought up, right? If you really are going within yourself, and the planet's doing that, and energies are doing that, and so the unconscious stuff needs to be brought to the surface. Right? You need to bring all the rubbish out and get it out there so that you can clear the air and heal everything. That's basically what's going on. So it's not the aliens are separate or anything like that, it's all one, but if you were in the astral world, heaven, you would understand that, because all beings are one in that world. You see? So, it's like what I always say, we are the aliens, human is just a spacesuit. That's it, you know what I mean? Human is just a spacesuit. And that's why, you might be seeing numbers. If, I see spiritual numbers at least 5 times in 1 hour, right? If this is you, then this is the spirit, angels, the aliens, if you wanted to call it that, guiding you, you see? But the deeper truth is, for non-dual lovers, it's, it's all dreams. It's nothingness. And within that nothing, like I said earlier, is a miracle manifestation power. That just is. And that's what God is. So when I say nothing non-duality, I'm not saying God doesn't exist. God does exist. But God is the miracle manifestation power within absolute nothingness. And because it's nothing, it's an infinite power. That means it can run itself an infinite number of times. That means that everything can only ever be perfect because it's had infinity to run itself. And because we're experiencing time, it can infinitely run itself, meaning that we get the perfect version, so it's all actually perfect, you see. And so, regarding the aliens, that's who it is. It's the chosen ones. But, the thing is, that power is within everyone. It's within everybody. The only thing that makes them chosen is because they've decided to go within. And connect with that power. Yes, God is running the show and God chose them. But you can choose yourself. Because everyone has that power. The heart power is within the heart. Within the heart is how you connect to the source of all life, the miracle power that I'm talking about. Aliens, if you want to call it that, But I just felt this talk was very, very important. And ultimately, there are no aliens, are no separation, it's all nothingness. But it's like David Icke and Eckhart Tolle explain it in a very simple way. It's just awareness. Because the only thing you can have is nothing, which is, well, I can't define that. but just aware. You're just awareness. And if you meditate on that, that's what tantric awareness is. If you don't know what tantric awareness is, that is presence awareness. That is you have an orgasmic energy body, which is the source version of you. You have a version of you that lives in heaven and a version that lives here. The source version, when you're going within, you're ascending towards that source version of yourself. And aliens, as you call it, are there to assist you. They're ultimately just higher levels of your own consciousness. And so when you meditate, go within your heart, this is how you connect with it. Like Ralph Smart always says, the way out is in. I've been on this karaoke journey I started doing it because it was in the lockdowns. And I thought, I want to sing old karaoke songs that people remember. So I looked at some, now I'm just going off topic a little bit, but it's not totally off topic because this karaoke pathway, it's like a miracle pathway. Just saw 11:11 as I said that. But it's like a miracle pathway, this karaoke thing. And, I'm getting shown on this pathway of karaoke that about how to trust in the heart. And to totally trust in God. And anyone can go on this journey. You're only chosen, like I say, because you choose to be. Yeah, you might have done someone in past lives that earned you that right to be chosen. But at some point, you would have had to have done something to prove yourself. But then when you go deeper, you're not proving yourself to anyone because there's no one that actually exists. Like I said, I'm my mum's registered carer. And I was saying earlier to her that the more I go on this journey, the more I realise that I'm not doing anything. There isn't actually a me. Nothing's ever happened. But how does it happen, or apparently? Well, because of the God, this miracle force within nothingness. That is the nothing. And that's God. That's the reason why life is. You see? And that's all I know. But I don't know nothing. But a lot of the stuff I'm like, I don't know. That's what I'm finding. I'm saying that a lot lately, that I don't actually know. And that opens you up to God. That opens you up to this force. And there are entities and beings you can connect with, but ultimately it's all the same consciousness. You see? But yeah, the more that you don't know, the more that you say I don't know, the more innocent you're becoming. Like that song by Enigma. There's a song by Enigma, you can YouTube it, it's called Return to Innocence. And, their songs are all about basically ascension. But yeah, who are the aliens, and are they here? Yes, they are here. They are the chosen ones. They are the 144,000, the light workers, whatever you want to call them. So they are here. And I believe, this is just my theory, I believe that the system, I can't say too much because I'll get banned. I won't get banned for saying this though, because even they don't even think it's this. I believe the agenda is to stop the awakening and stop the twin flame thing, this divine union that's happening. But no one's talking about that. You see? But that's what I think. But again, that's part of the movie. See, God made a movie. It's just a movie. You see? It's all God. Even the baddies. All created by God, all is God. All is one, law of one. So, I'm just going to leave it there. I hope this video, this talk, this podcast, this meditation was helpful. And for latest updates, talks, news, research, songs, and much, much more, please do visit my website at www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you.